In order for ExtendAzon to be able to work correctly, it needs to be able to find the Amazon affiliate links that are on your WordPress website. Now, in most cases, the plugin is actually able to do this automatically without you having to do anything. However, if you set up the ExtendAzon plugin and you have this running on your site and you believe it should be working, and yet if you click on an Amazon affiliate link and it still behaves as normal, it doesn't add the product to the shopping cart, then obviously there is some kind of a problem going on. Now, ExtendAzon has a couple of different settings that might be able to help correct this issue. But it's also important to understand what the limitations are of this system, because it can't detect 100% of all of the different kinds of Amazon affiliate links that could be out there, created both manually on the Amazon affiliate website and also by other plugins, even though it is able to account for a really substantial percentage of those. There again are some that it's just simply is not compatible with. So with that said, I want to point out first of all how to be able to tell if your Amazon affiliate links should be able to be compatible with ExtendAzon or not. The easiest way to do this is to visit your live website to find an existing Amazon affiliate link. And you should be doing this without ExtendAzon installed, or if you do already have it installed, you can simply go and disable the use shopping cart setting in the plugin, and it'll shut it down until you turn that back on. So with the default settings for this site running, this is basically the site without ExtendAzon on it. I then want to look at my Amazon affiliate links. Now, if I'm hovering over one of these affiliate links, you should be able to see the actual address for this link down in the bottom of your browser. Now on my screen, this might be a little small and a little hard for you to see. So I am going to make this a little bit easier for you and pull this up in a notepad file just so you can see it more clearly. What you can do is right click on a link and click on copy link location, and then you'll be able to paste that link into, say, a notepad file so you can examine it a little more closely. Now this right here is the initial link that I pasted. You can see if I go right click and paste, this is what it gives me. This is actually a little hard to read though. What's going on here, it's not really something that I'll try to get into in detail, but basically there are characters here that are going to be converted in the URL. And you can see this is actually the converted version of my link down below. Now, that might be a little confusing, but you can also go ahead and try to visit your link. I can open this in a new tab, and you can see right here, I'm actually getting a link that is now cleaned up. That's actually the second link that I have here. So it's the same exact link, but all of these hard to read areas have kind of been cleaned up. And so now this is, a lot easier to kind of diagnose what is going on. So with that said, I have this Amazon affiliate link, and I want to try to figure out if this link is going to be compatible with ExtendAzon or not. Looking at this link, I basically want to try to find two different things. I want to find the product ASIN, and I also want to find the affiliate ID. Now the product ASIN will typically be located in one of two places, and in fact it can actually be located in both, but it sometimes will only be located in one place. One of those is usually found at the end of the link. You can identify it by this little phrase right here, creative ASIN. So ASIN, this is what I'm talking about here. Everything after the equal sign is the ASIN. Now sometimes this creative ASIN equals to tag, it may not be at the very end of your link. So let me just show you here. If this was the link that you came up with, you still have the creative ASIN, you still have the equal sign, and you still have the actual ASIN here. What determines the end of it in this situation when it's in the middle of the link is going to be the ampersand symbol. That is not part of the link. That marks the beginning of the next variable in this URL. So you're just looking for this part after the equal symbol and before an ampersand symbol if this is within the middle of the link. Now I mentioned that you can find this ASIN in two places. The other place that it is commonly found is going to be within the beginning part of the URL. Within all of these forward slashes, basically, you will sometimes find a string of letters and numbers that begins with B00, and it's going to be 10 characters long. So you can see there's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So there's 10 characters. These 10 characters, that's the ASIN once again. So it's actually two places in this link. It's right here and it's also at the end. But again, it may only be found in one of those places. Next up is the affiliate ID. Look for the word tag within your link. And then there's going to be an equal sign after it. And everything after that equal sign from the word tag there up until you get to the next ampersand symbol. So that's going to be right up to here, but not including the next ampersand symbol. That is the affiliate ID that is set for this particular link. So the reason why that is all important is because if you can find the affiliate ID in the link and you can find the ASIN in the link, then ExtendAzon should be able to pick up and convert this link into a shopping cart link. Now, sometimes you will have links that may not be within the main part of your content. It might be in a widget, or it might be simply in a different area of your page, especially when it's created by some other kind of plugin. Sometimes the ads might even be loaded in dynamically, which means when you go and load the live page on your website, the ads don't even get generated until the content and the page is actually loaded. Advertisements like that a lot of times are going to be JavaScript based. Some of those ads may not be compatible with ExtendAzon, and others might be. Now, one way that you can try to detect those links is with a particular setting in the plugin. On the Cart Settings tab, I'm on the Settings page here for ExtendAzon. On that page, you go to the Cart Settings tab, and then look for this setting, Extra JavaScript-based link conversion. This is essentially going to use JavaScript to try to search all of the content on the page to try to look for Amazon affiliate links. Now this setting is actually going to be enabled by default in this plugin once you have installed it. So in most cases at least, you likely are not going to have to come and enable this to try to get it to detect the links that you need it to. The one other setting though that is available, it is called cloaked link detection, and it's right below that previous setting I was just talking about. This setting, however, it is not enabled by default. It is disabled by default. What is going on with this setting is when you have this turned on, it can detect the end affiliate link even if the link is cloaked. So what I mean by that is a lot of Amazon plugins, they will actually have settings in them, or maybe even do it by default, where they cloak the affiliate link, where they try to hide the actual affiliate link from being able to be seen. So with a cloaked affiliate link, you might go to the page and hover over the link, and it might appear to be a link that is on your own website, and yet when you click on it, you end up on an Amazon affiliate page. For links like that, all you have to do is enable that cloaked link detection setting, and it will resolve those links and figure out whether or not it is a link that it can convert into a shopping cart link or not. Again, at some point in figuring out that end URL of that cloak link, it needs to still be able to find the ASIN and the affiliate ID of a link to ultimately be able to make it work with shopping carts. So with that said, if you had both of these settings enabled and ExtendAzon was still not converting a shopping cart or a affiliate link into a shopping cart link for you, then there's a pretty good chance that that particular type of link is simply not compatible with the ExtendAzon plugin. One of the most common types of links that's not going to be compatible is something called an enhanced ad. These are generated through the Amazon affiliate website. It's this tiny rectangular box that includes a picture of the product and like the name and the price and things like that, all squeezed into this one miniature little box. The ads themselves are really not that good. And if you look at the code for the ad, it's actually an iframe, and ExtendAzon simply can't get into that iframe content to try to convert that link. So those are not compatible with the plugin. Now with all of that said, I would actually encourage you to try to use the plugin with both of these extra conversion or detection settings, to have them both disabled. Because ultimately, for these to be enabled, the plugin simply has to do more work and it will run at least a little bit slower. It's not a major difference, but I like to keep my sites as optimized as possible. And so these settings might be really necessary on certain websites, but on other websites, they just might not be needed at all. So try using the plugin with them disabled, and if that doesn't work, then enable them one at a time. Figure out the setting that you need to get it to work correctly with your Amazon links. And that way you can use the minimal amount of these two particular features. And again, that's the extra JavaScript-based link conversion and the cloaked link detection settings. Now, if you happen to get into a situation where you've tried these settings out and you're just really not sure whether or not ExtendAzon is going to be able to work with the Amazon links that you have on your site, I would encourage you to reach out to my customer support ticket system. You can find that at ryanstevensonplugins.com/support, and just mention the problem that you're having. And if it's this specific issue with getting your links to be picked up by ExtendAzon, provide a link to your live website so we can go and see the actual Amazon ads for ourselves. It makes a major difference. We'll be able to point you in the right direction. And if it's not going to work, we'll be able to tell you that right up front and not have to get you to try out all these different things to, get something to work correctly.